Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm Brad Drake, and this is my AWA save. It's 1988, everybody. 1987 is over, and we are on Monday, week 1 of January 1988. And in celebration of this, we're having a special episode here to talk about what's going on here in 1988 and what is upcoming for my AWA save. I've done some offline work here to get things prepped and ready for 1988, and we will discuss that. But of course, the most fun thing to do in this game, in my opinion, is at the end of the year to see the end of the year awards. So here we go. Wrestler of the Year goes to Hulk Hogan this year, which is pretty accurate. Hogan might have actually been 87 Wrestler of the Year in Pro Wrestling Illustrated. You know what else I always find pretty cool is this totally 80s looking thing. It even says all material copyright 88. This skin is pretty cool that it comes up. So, Company of the Year is All Japan. Apparently, this is their 5th time winning the trophy, and they did have one hell of a year in 87. The Tag Team of the Year is Demolition. And of course, they show Demolition Axe's alternate persona, known as Mass Superstar. In the game, it used to have him as Bill Eadie. I changed it and made his base Mass Superstar because Bill Eadie did not wrestle as Bill Eadie anywhere. He wrestled as Mass Superstar or Demolition Axe, or he did wrestle as one of the machines, and he also wrestled as the Super Destroyer. But he's most best known for his Mass Superstar run from the late 60s into the early 80s. So that's why you see the Mass Superstar picture up there. Match of the Year, Nikita Koloff over Buddy Rose in a cage match. I'm not even going to dignify that. Show of the Year goes to Summer Action Series Tour 2. And it's actually the 15th card in that series. All right, I don't quite remember what happened on that one, but apparently it was a big deal, and it was Show of the Year. Young Wrestler of the Year is John Tenta. Fair enough. He's a respectable one to look at it. Veteran Wrestler of the Year is Terry Funk. Excellent. I would not disagree with that. Female Wrestler of the Year is Bull Nakano. Again, I would not disagree with Bull Nakano. She was a tremendous female wrestler. Independent Wrestler of the Year goes to Jerry the King Lawler, which makes sense. Jerry Lawler is wrestling for the CWA. He's also doing some shows with us, and that makes sense. So cool. Good for Jerry Lawler. Manager of the Year makes 0 sense. Roddy Piper, especially considering the fact that he doesn't manage anybody in the WWF. So that's the funniest part of it. What are you going to do? Announcer of the Year goes to Ichiro Furutachi. I believe he was with All Japan. Let's double check. Could be a New Japan guy. Yeah, he was a New Japan guy. So how he beat out Gorilla Monsoon or Vince McMahon or any of those blows my mind, but he did it. Color Commentator of the Year goes to Bobby Heenan. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. Referee of the Year, of course, is Kayuwada. I think I pronounced that correctly. Long-term referee for All Japan Pro Wrestling. So that's it. That is the year-end awards. Pretty cool stuff. Let's take a look at the Power 500 for the heck of it. And yeah, there's not anything too much on here that's too interesting. Southern Championship Wrestling, which was Jerry Blackwell's promotion, got launched, and they had Bill Francis act as the promoter. We'll make the edit. There's nothing you can do about that. So when this happens, to keep it realistic, you have to go in and edit it. I'll show you how to do that in case you don't know. Okay. Also, Atlantic Coast Wrestling launched, and I think Atlantic Coast Wrestling was the one that was run by Nelson Royal. I'm pretty certain that. Let's bring up the Power 500 here. And I'm actually going to look up Atlantic Coast Wrestling in my phone because I know I brought that into the game. I just can't remember if that was the one Nelson Royal ran. I'm pretty certain it was. So you just go ahead and stare at that Power 500 there for a second. Yes, Nelson Royal. So we'll go ahead and make the adjustments there. And you know what? I could forget because I get super excited in these year-end openers, and we're gonna do that. Atlantic Coast, Nelson Royal, and then of course Southern Championship is Jerry Blackwell. And I'll go ahead and show you how to edit that and make it happen. So this is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever actually clicked on the Power 500 to look at. So Hogan went 52 0 and 0 with 3 losses. Wow. Steamboat's number 2, 80 wins, 14 losses. Hanson's number 3. Wow. Ric Flair is nowhere even on here. Of course, we rarely saw him used either. Terry Funk's number 4, Dory Funk's number 5, Choshu, there's Demolition. John Tenta's way up there. Saruda, Tenru, Rude. Wow, that's pretty cool that Rude's way up there. There's Piper. Piper's way up there. Valentine, Morocco. This is a realistic list. I haven't seen anything that's too crazy outside of maybe John Tenta and the fact that Ric Flair is not up there. Boy, this just right here just shows the power of the WWF television. There's Yatsu's awfully high up there. Coco Beware, Billy Jack Haynes, Dick Murdoch. Where the hell is Ric Flair? Ric Flair is 52. Randy Savage, I'm sorry, 53. Randy Savage is 52. Wow. I've never looked at this before. This is really cool. I've never actually looked at one of these. Wow. Tiger Mask is up there. Joe Malenko, Junkyard Dog. Tully Blanchard. Hawk, Ricky Morton. This is really cool. Really cool. Let's see if where any of our people land here. The Destroyer with his comeback in 87 is up there. Good for him. There's Lawler. There's one of our guys. 71 overall. Billy Robinson, another one of our guys. Of course, both of them are getting exposure in other promotions. And none of our guys are up here. And you know why none of our guys are up there? It's because we do squash matches and it drives down their total score. So I never put too much stock into this because we run squash matches because we run it like it's really run, and these other promotions aren't doing that. So that's why this turns out the way it is. But that's a pretty cool thing to see. All right, let's check out these promotions here. We're going to edit the contracts of wrestlers, okay? So we're going to start with Jerry Blackwell. I'm going to turn the sound off. Ooh. All right, let me try this a different way. Yeah, companies. Forgot I can't just add a contract for a wrestler. Oh. Now how we do this is we add the promotion. All right, we'll take a look at that in a second. We'll close out with it. We'll see if there's anything else here. I don't see anything else too interesting. It looks like Billy Graham's going to stay with the WWF. Paul Orndorff's going to be out of the WWF, so that's pretty interesting. Pretty exciting. Let's take a look at the AWA schedule. So what I've done here, folks, is I have added 2 spot shows coming up, okay? And it's going to be this week coming up. But the most important thing is our week-to-week is going to stay the same. We just cleared out the whole schedule and started from scratch because it's a new year. Okay, we're bringing back Super Sunday. So Super Sunday is going to be held in March. And it's going to be Super Sunday number 2. That's going to be a regular 8-match card, okay? Wrestle Rock is going to be held in July again this year, like it was in 1986. That was a huge, like 16-match card. So we're going to try to do that. We're going to try to keep it the same way. I'm considering splitting it into 2 shows, but I don't know. We'll see. As I told you before, I'm going to bring in the Team Challenge series this year. We're not going to do it like they did it, where it's going to be several weeks, yada, yada, yada. It's just going to be a tag team tournament for us. We're going to do that in September. And then, of course, being realistic, Super Clash 3 was held in December instead of May, like Super Clash 2 was. It was actually held on a Tuesday night pay-per-view. We're not going to do that. We're going to have it on a Saturday, although I might do it on a Tuesday. We'll see. We got a long time before we get there. So our big show that's coming up first for us is going to be, we're going to be building to Super Sunday 2 in March. So that's going to be our build up here for a couple months in the game. So I may do pay-per-view contracts since AWA did their first pay-per-view ever with Super Clash 3, but I may not. So we'll see what happens. Let's check our most popular. Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Roddy Piper, Randy Savage, pretty darn accurate. Ric Flair's number 7. The Road Warriors are up there. Yeah, this is pretty accurate. Pretty cool stuff. There's the annual awards. Hulk Hogan wins it. Demolition. Yeah. Cool stuff, everybody. At least I think so. I think it's fun. All right, where are we at? We're number 5. Number 5 in the world. With World Class and CWA not too far behind us. Later this year, we're going to see All Japan pull out of the NWA. That's going to be a fun thing to edit and take care of. And got quite a few other companies going here. Nice. Okay, let's try the promotion thing now. And I'll show you how we do this. Yeah, here's how we do it. Now I remember. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this. So here's Jerry Blackwell, and he's going to play as this character. Ooh. I got to let Jerry Blackwell go in order to do this. Same thing with Nelson Royal. Shoot. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. How can I do this? How can I do this? See, you're getting the live feed here, everybody. Nothing's prepared, nothing's prepped here. So I'm going to have to let Jerry Blackwell go in order to make him the owner, the rightful owner of his own company, like he is. So doing that with Jerry Blackwell isn't the end of the world, but Nelson Royal's a problem because he's our champion. And I don't really want to take the belt off him at this point. So you know what? We'll visit this down the road. We'll make it right down the road. The promotions are in existence, so that's okay. But we'll make that right down the road, and I'll show you how to do it. I just don't want to do it right now because I got some plans for these guys, and I don't want to release them. So if we take a look at Southern Championship Wrestling, which was an actual promotion, they had a TV show. They should be able to get themselves a TV deal. And Bill Francis is the owner. That's the brother of Ron Francis. And Ron and Bill both had ownership and booker experience through their father's promotion in Hawaii. So the titles got the Southern Heavyweight, SCW Heavyweight, and the tag team. And the titles are locked in. They're not going to be able to change them. And Atlantic Coast Wrestling, that is the incorrect logo for it. I got the proper one. And there's the Atlantic Coast Heavyweight and Atlantic Coast Tag Team. So what we can do is go in and edit ACW. All right, that's the actual real ACW logo. These are all different ones here, but that's actually the Atlantic Coast Wrestling logo. So it has been saved. And now see, if Geigel would have stuck around with his alliance, he might have been able to get these two other companies to join with him. So we will plug in Blackwell and Royal, but we're going to do it later down the road. And like I said, I will show you how to do it. I just don't want to do it right now because it's going to ruin our plans. So upcoming for us, we are going to run a spot show tonight in the game. And that spot show is going to be in Peoria, Illinois. Remember, we cut east in Indianapolis, and now we are traveling back to our next show, our next big live show that's going to be in Omaha. So by traveling backwards Monday tonight, we're going to hit Peoria. And then Wednesday, we're traveling up to Minnesota to do our TV tapings. And yes, those are already locked and loaded here. And then after our TV tapings, we'll be heading to Bettendorf, Iowa again, en route to Omaha. Okay, so this is exactly how they did things, everybody. They kept things on the road sequential and made sense. Unlike the WWF that just went everywhere, AWA went on a road, in a scheduled way on the road to get to their next towns. And that's exactly what we're doing. And yes, the AWA ran spot shows in Peoria. The AWA ran spot shows in Bettendorf. I looked the stuff up and did the research and found out. So this is realistic as usual, as always, and that's what we got going. Okay, so that's what's upcoming here in 1988 for this game. So we've done really well financially. We've brought AWA out of the cellar. The AWA is healthy. We're doing good. And we're going to keep going with it here in 88. So we have Kurt Hennig. He's got a 3-month title reign going here. Nelson Royals in 8 months of a title reign. Good for him. Nelson Royal he's old, but he's really been solid for us. He's done a good job. The prestige of the title is low, but he's done just fine as the champion with it. Tag team title is back on the Midnight Rockers, of course, since October, so they're 3 months into a title reign now. And take a look at that prestige. They just keep climbing up and getting better and better. They got a nice series going with Oliver and Summers, which has turned out to be a good team, too. And, of course, we got our new title, the World Television title. We can track the prestige on that one. As you could tell, I had it retired, so that's why it actually shows the prestige. And then let's see how the World Women's title is doing. Look at that. The World Women's title's got a higher prestige than the light heavyweight title. That's terrific. And you can see Sherry's done really well in her feud with Wendy Richter. So, got exciting stuff coming up here for 1988. And keep in mind, in May, so in 4 months, a lot of those one-year written deals that we made are going to come to an end. Are we going to be able to re-sign these wrestlers that we've had? I just don't know. I don't know if we can. But we're going to do our best to do so. So, all right, I'm trying to think if there's anything else you might want to take a look at here. But I don't think there is. I think we've nailed all the fun and exciting stuff going on. Of course, like I said, we got our TV tapings coming up. We're back to our regular format for television tapings. So we're all punched in there. And it's full steam ahead here for the AWA, everybody. So thanks for tuning into this episode. If you haven't done so already, make sure hit that subscribe button, give us a like, share this video with your friends, share it with your friends' friends, share it with everybody. Just share, because sharing is caring. Facebook.com/groups/1987Supermod. Join us in conversation about the Supermod and have some laughs and have some fun with us, okay? And last but not least, if you would like version 7.0, go to braddrake.net, drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to send you the Google Drive link that'll give you access to the database and the picture pack. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Take care.